Get ready for an eargasm as you listen to Unsolicited Advice from that chick you know, and that chick you know would be me, India L. Trotter. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a full dose of real talk. Enjoy the podcast, and note, this podcast is for mature audiences only.
Hello. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today to listen to my podcast, Unsolicited Advice from that chick you know, and that chick you know would be me, India L. Trotter. So I must apologize to you all because typically I come out with 2 podcasts a week, like one on Monday, one on Thursday. And I was going to try to stick to that schedule, but it's just becoming a little bit overwhelming for me. You guys know I'm like this woman of many talents, and I wear many hats, and I'm just like, I'm juggling too much. And my ass is old, and I'm tired. So I've decided to narrow my podcasting down to 1 podcast a week. And I guess that's enough of me for you all because, sometimes I can be a little bit too much over the top. And, if you really know me, you know that I am an extremist, meaning there is no middle ground for me. I'm like all in or all out. So I'm doing 5,000 podcasts or I'm doing no podcast. And so I'm really trying to work on that and trying to, just find some middle ground. So what I'm going to do is commit to 1 podcast a week. I know some of you all are disappointed, but 1 podcast a week. So this podcast will be it for this week, and then next week you'll have a brand new topic. And if you all have any topics that you want me to talk about, by all means, reach out to me on social media. I have a Facebook page now just for the podcast. So if you're listening to this podcast, go like our page or like my page, Unsolicited Advice from that chick you know, and it's on Facebook, the podcast. I'm also on Twitter under that chick you know, at that chick you know, and the word you is with the letter U, not YoYo, but just the letter U, that chick you know. Or at Indie Trot, or you can like my Facebook page, India L. Trotter. Either way, any way it goes, just give me the message as to what you want me to talk about, or what you don't want me to talk about. Like, you could be like, India, shut the heck up, even though I'm going to come back at you, and you have to be prepared for that. But if that's what you're feeling and that's what you want to say, let me say something. Give me some feedback. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Let me know, people. Let me know what's going on. How you feel about this podcast. I welcome it all. Anywho, I have talked long enough, given my shameless plug, and so now I feel like we should get started. Okay, so here it is. I am supposed to be at the gym. Probably right now, I should be at the gym. But this morning, I got a nice little text from my trainer telling me that he would not be in because he was having car trouble. And I was A-okay with that. I looked at that text and I turned my ass right on back over and was like, good. Now, the part of the text that I'm leaving out is the part that said, you should still take your behind into the gym. I omitted that part. I just was like, oh, okay, you're not coming in? Snooze, went to sleep, back to sleep. And so as I sit here doing this podcast, while I should be at the gym, and I'm not, I was thinking to myself, I would love to have something very bad to eat. Maybe some chili cheese fries. If not chili cheese fries, something along that line. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to the gym. Why don't I just make this my cheat day? And of course, that is the wrong answer. Now, if you listen to my podcast, you have heard me complaining, if you will, and really not complaining. I got this new little expression from a new friend of mine. He's like, I'm not complaining, but I'm explaining. So I'm not complaining, but I was explaining. Shout out. You know who you are. I was explaining that I am approximately 40 pounds heavier than I have been in a long time, and that I need to get this weight off of my sexy frame, because I know that there is a whole lot of sexiness going on up under this additional 40 pounds that I have on. And so, why the heck am I, one, not at the gym, or two, not thinking about eating properly because I'm not at the gym? And it just goes to show that because I am a chronic yo-yo dieter, and for those of you who don't know what a yo-yo dieter is, we will discuss that in a little bit. But because I'm a chronic yo-yo dieter, it brought to light that maybe I need to, one, discuss this for me, but also discuss it for some of you. Because if I'm doing it, then I know that there's some of you that are doing it. And we have to learn how to say no to the yo-yo and stay on our diet, exercise, healthy living, and workout grinds. We have to do this so that we will remain constantly and consistently healthy. Not just in the summer when it's time to wear the bikinis, not just when we're single and it's time to get that new man. And I know, because I'd be like, let me get on my workout grind, because nothing makes you feel more confident and sexier than when you are working out and your body is svelte. And these young boys, because I attract the young boys, they are looking at me and I'm like, meow, because I'm a cougar unleashed. Listen to that podcast. But anyway, I'm just saying, let's get it together, people. Even the fellas. Fellas, if you're listening to the podcast, you guys are yo-yo dieters too. Let's stop it. Come join me in this struggle, and let's all say no to the yo-yo. Exactly what is yo-yo dieting? That we use the phrase all the time. It's one of those things that it's like a coined phrase that everybody uses. Everybody knows what it is. But do we know the true definition of what yo-yo dieting is, or even where it came from? So me, I always go to my favorite spots. Normally I go to Urban Dictionary because I'm urban. However, this is not one of those words. So I went to my other favorite, Wikipedia. Did I say that right? Wiki. I always got to do that. Anyway, I went to Wikipedia, and they said, as per them, as per the wiki people, yo-yo dieting, or the yo-yo effect, is also known as weight cycling. It is a term that was coined by Kelly D. Brownell, I don't know, at Yale University, in reference to the cyclical, ooh, that's a good word. I like that word. Cyclical loss and gain of weight, resembling the up and down motion of a yo-yo. So for the sake of this podcast, we will discuss the things to and not to do so that you do not get caught up in this cyclical weight game. Cyclical. I'm a word nerd. I can't help it. I can't. First things first, we have to, and I put myself in there, everyone, so don't just be like, I'm just talking to you. I'm talking to me as I talk to you. So, we have to stop making excuses. We have to start saying that our health is important. So, we can't ride out on the we're comfortable in our own skin. Because the majority of people who say that are not. And, forgive me for speaking for everyone, but I just feel like a lot of times we utilize that as a crutch. You cannot be comfortable in your own skin if you are out of breath walking up and down the steps in your own home. That's not comfort. That's out of shape. And what you need to do is stop making excuses for yourself, saying that you're comfortable in your own skin, and get your ass to the gym or start eating properly. And if you're having difficulties just getting started, then maybe you have to figure out for yourself what is more important. Is being the cute fat girl or the cute teddy bear for the guys? Because, we like a teddy bear. However, is that conducive for your health, for the longevity, how long will you be around being the cute teddy bear or the cute fat girl? That shit is played. Come on, people. Let's get it together. 1, 2, 3 at the gym. Let's do some push-ups. Let's do some squats. Let's do some burpee. Well, I don't do no burpees. All that's a little bit too much. But let's do something. Let's get it together. Let's stop making the excuses, even for our food. Stop saying, oh, I'm just cutting back. No, don't just cut back. You have to revamp your entire eating habits. You have to eliminate some foods from your diet. You have to change the way you eat, the time you eat. You have to change the whole dynamic up. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just cutting back a little bit. No, you have to do something completely different and consistently. Consistency is the key. Consistency. Don't go it alone. Unless you're like me, you're a loner and you can go it alone. But for the most part, people need someone that can hold you accountable. Like when you're not holding yourself accountable. And I say I can go it alone, but I too have partners in the struggle. I have people who we are all trying to lose weight or trying to maintain or keep weight off. And we got to keep each other in check. You need someone for that. You need someone to say, don't eat the chili cheese fries. No, we're not going to IHOP. No, take your ass to the gym or meet me at the gym. And then maybe we can go to IHOP. It's like, no, don't get that type of partner. But I do have those type of partners. But don't get that type of partner. All I'm saying is you need someone who is in a struggle with you. Someone who can, kind of help your direction. And you can help theirs. You don't have to go this alone. The struggle is real. But don't struggle all by yourself. Clean out your closet. And when I say clean out your closet, I mean, in my closet, I used to have sizes that ranged from like size 6, 8, and this isn't women's sizes, of course, but size 6 or 8 to like, I think I even had some 16, 18s. When I lost all my weight, I got rid of all of the sizes that were too big, not too small though, but all of the sizes that were too big. So I knew that I didn't want my ass to get bigger than a size 14. Anything that was bigger than a size 14 or greater than a large, some extra larges, even though sometimes I like to wear extra large hang, so I have it, but I really don't have an extra large frame. But anyway, I digress. Anything that was bigger than what I wanted to be got donated. I donated it to my local thrift store. And I refuse to purchase anything greater in size than what I already have. So with that being said, there is no yo-yo. I can't go up. I can only go down. And if I go down, I can only go down to another size. And if I get too far away from the size, like say for example, I'm a 14 now, but if I go back down to like let's just say an 8, I really need to donate everything that is greater than a 10. Because there's no need for me to continue to yo-yo. I know that I need to stop eating. I know that I need to work out. There's just certain things that I know that I need to do. And when it comes to my clothing fitting correctly and fitting the way that I want it to fit so that I am cute in my attire, I know that I need to eliminate the easy opportunity for me to slide into the next size. And the way that I can do that, and that you can do that too, is by cleaning out your closet. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to get rid of my 14s too. Like, right now, I'm probably a 14, squeezing my ass into a 14, because again, I gained 40 pounds. But understand, I will be the girl with the muffin top looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy Michelin tire man until I get my shit together, because I will not, under any circumstance, buy a 16. That shit's not going to happen, which means that I need to stop eating and go to the gym, where I should be right now. But that's a whole nother story. We already talked about that. But clean out your closet. If your